Today's readings for August 7th, 2025, invite us to reflect on the themes of faith, leadership, and divine revelation, particularly in moments of human weakness and doubt. The first reading from Numbers 20:1-13 recounts the Israelites grumbling for water in the desert and Moses' fateful error. Despite God's clear instruction to speak to the rock, Moses, frustrated by the people's constant complaints, strikes it twice. Water flows, but because Moses and Aaron did not believe in God to sanctify him in the eyes of the children of Israel, they are told they will not lead the community into the promised land. This passage is a stark reminder of the importance of obedience and trust in God's specific commands, even under immense pressure. It highlights that even great leaders can falter when their faith wavers or when they act out of human impatience rather than divine instruction. The responsorial psalm, Psalm 95 verses 1-2, 6-7, 8-9, beautifully complements the first reading with its urgent plea. If today you hear his voice, harden not your hearts. This psalm calls us to joyful praise and worship, acknowledging God as our maker and shepherd. Crucially, it warns against the hardening of hearts, recalling the Israelites' rebellion at Meribah and Massah, where they tested God despite witnessing his works. It's a powerful invitation to respond to God's voice with open hearts and obedience, learning from the mistakes of the past rather than repeating them. The Gospel reading from Matthew 16 verses 13-23 presents two pivotal moments in Jesus' ministry: Peter's confession of faith and his subsequent rebuke. First, Jesus asks his disciples, "Who do people say that the Son of Man is?" And then, "But who do you say that I am?" Simon Peter, inspired by the Father, declares, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." Jesus praises Peter, calling him rock, and entrusting him with the keys to the kingdom. This is a profound moment of divine revelation and the establishment of the church's foundation. However, immediately after, when Jesus speaks of his impending suffering and death, Peter rebukes him, saying, "God forbid, Lord, this shall never happen to you." Jesus' sharp response, "Get behind me, Satan. You are an obstacle to me," reveals the constant tension between divine will and human understanding, even within those closest to him. It underscores that even moments of great faith can be followed by human short-sightedness, and that discipleship requires embracing the cross, not avoiding it. All three readings today speak to the nature of authority and fidelity. In Numbers, Moses, despite his immense authority, fails in a moment of faith, leading to consequences. The psalm urges us to listen and not harden our hearts, emphasizing the correct response to divine authority. The gospel powerfully illustrates both the gift of divine revelation, Peter's confession, and the challenge of truly accepting God's plan, Peter's rebuke of the cross. It shows that even those chosen by God can struggle with fully aligning their will with his, reminding us that true leadership and discipleship require constant humility, unwavering faith, and a willingness to embrace God's path, even when it leads through suffering.